Get ready for unexpected, surprising discoveries in the heart of Europe. In this video, you'll learn 5 profitable reasons why you should visit Ukraine at least once in your life. If you haven't considered or wanted to visit Ukraine before, after watching this video, you might just change your mind. Welcome to the Ukrainian Eyes on America channel. With you is Ukrainian Mary. And here is the first great reason to visit Ukraine. World-class medicine at affordable prices. I've often heard that some Americans specifically travel to Ukraine to get dental work done, including dental implants, because compared to prices in the US and Europe, it's 2 to 5 times cheaper in Ukraine. And most importantly, the quality is excellent. This doesn't just apply to dentistry. Any plastic surgeries, rehabilitation courses, diagnostics, and treatments are also significantly more affordable. In Ukraine, there are numerous private clinics that actively compete with each other for every wealthy client. Therefore, in most cases, private clinics offer not only high-quality medical services, but also top-notch customer service. While we may not be as advanced in cyber and future nanotechnologies, modern foreign equipment and highly qualified doctors are present in many private clinics to ensure quality results. For comparison, the cost of a Korean implant starts at $497 and a Swiss implant at $861 in an average clinic. You can find both cheaper and more expensive options.
How much would it cost in America?
Reason number 2. Beautiful Ukrainian women you can meet and build friendships or romantic relationships with. Regarding long-term relationships, the most innocent option is join a dating tour to Ukraine for multiply meetings with Ukrainian women organized by a dating site. However, the problem here is that on this dating site, only a small percentage of women are genuinely interested in real relationship. Even those who may just be seeking gifts or benefits from men they are not really interested in. Not even the most benign agency is immune from this. So in the case of a dating tour, it's unlikely you'll easily find the right woman for a long-term relationship. Unless you can have a pleasant and fun time surrounded by beautiful women if you are willing to pay for dinners in restaurants. It's also unlikely that American will meet a girl on the street or in a restaurant, since there is no guarantee that she knows English. And it's not customary in Ukraine to start conversations with strangers on the street. It might even be considered suspicious. As I mentioned in previous videos, Ukrainians are more reserved in dialogues with strangers. And it's unlikely you'll easily start dating a Ukrainian woman just like that. But making friendly connections is entirely possible. There are special free websites where you can meet someone and arrange to have coffee together in a public place just like friends. Or you can attend an event with a predominantly female English-speaking audience. But remember, to make a good impression and show gentlemanly manners, you have to offer to pay for her coffee when you invite her for the first time, even as friends. There are many different ways to find the right Ukrainian woman for you. If you are interested in the most effective methods, let me know in the comments and I'll make a video on this topic. Reason number 3. The most delicious homemade cuisine you won't find anywhere else, I guarantee it. And of course, the most delicious Ukrainian national dishes like borscht, zrazy and vareniki. Ukrainian cuisine is a true paradise for food lovers. Borscht, vareniki, zrazy, deruny. These dishes are known far beyond the country's borders. But Ukrainian cuisine isn't just about traditional dishes. In major cities, you'll find numerous restaurants offering modern interpretations of national cuisine. The number one Ukrainian establishment that I recommend to all foreigners is without a doubt Puzata Hata. Here is an interesting fact. If you didn't know, in Ukraine it's customary for women to know how to cook at least some delicious homemade dishes. Yeah, like for example, here is of my stuff. I've come across information many times. Hopefully you'll let me know how accurate it is. That frozen food is very popular in America, and many American women prefer to heat frozen food for their husbands or order food from cafes or restaurants. In our culture, this is simply nonsense. In Ukraine, frozen semi-finished products are not popular, except for vareniki and pelmeni. Mainly we use frozen soup kits or packaged corn, spinach or broccoli. Recently, I came across an American blogger on TikTok who shows what and how she cooks for her family. For most Ukrainians, this is really shocking. A wife with such dishes in Ukraine would definitely be called a very poor hostess and judged harshly. We don't eat fast food often. It's more like a treat, a couple of times a week, and even then for teenagers or young people. For the older generation, visiting McDonald's or ordering pizza is rare. We just love our homemade and freshly cooked food, and we've been used to it since childhood. Usually it's a varied side dish plus a meat patty plus a light salad. Or for breakfast, they like to cook dishes like pancakes, fritters or potato pancakes. And of course, Ukrainians love soup like borscht with black bread and salo. By the way, it's not necessary for an American to try salo. Borscht is delicious without it. Many times I've encountered situations at meetings where an American was afraid to try borscht because they feared it contained salo, knowing that salo is made of frozen pork fat. But in Ukraine, not everyone eats salo, and it's perfectly fine to eat borscht without it. Usually, salo isn't an ingredient in borscht, but is served as an additional snack. Even if you don't have a Ukrainian woman who will cook for you at home, there are special departments in supermarkets with freshly prepared Ukrainian food cooked by Ukrainian women in supermarket. Reason number 4. Affordable and quality recreation. Essentially, prices for services, goods and entertainment. Prices for everything in Ukraine are significantly lower than in other European countries, especially in America. In Ukraine, even Ukrainians who are considered middle class find it pleasant to spend money. American might feels like kings because you often get very high quality products and services. And be surprised at how little you paid. There is high competition in Ukraine. So every business strives to improve something to attract customers. If you've long dreamed of a quality massage, a relaxing spa vacation with a pool or jacuzzi, or you want to attend extraordinary exhibitions, concerts, philharmonics or hobbies, or maybe you just want to wake up in luxurious apartment, in a comfortable luxury bed, with a stunning view of Kyiv, all of this will cost you much less. For example, a quality massage in a delightful and cozy evening salon for a full 90 minutes costs $42. And a traditional Thai massage for 90 minutes costs $45. So believe me, it's incredibly pleasant to spend money in Ukraine on various pleasures and entertainment. In addition, most Ukrainians are very modern and advanced. And even if employees don't know English, they will try to help you with text communication in English and provide the service so as not to lose a customer. Final must-know reason number 5. Ukraine's nature is incredibly incredibly diverse. We have mountains, waterfalls, steppes, and forests. Many Americans who have visited Ukraine told me that it's very green and even feels different when you breathe. This is absolutely true. There are around 500 parks and squares just in Kyiv. In my opinion, the Ukrainian climate is absolutely ideal. And objectively, it's very suitable for comfortable human life. Do you know that we have minimal serious natural disasters like tornadoes, earthquakes, floods, and the like? In my entire life, I heard that there was only one earthquake during my childhood, when I was asleep and no one even felt it. According to data from the last 54 years, in the earthquake archive since 90s, Ukraine experiences about 72 earthquakes annually, with a scale of 1 to 4 at most. The same goes for other disasters. They are minimal, and we don't feel them very negatively, at least in Kyiv. Storms, strong winds, hail, and rain, yes, and that's okay. But everything else is great and safe. We also have 4 full seasons: sunny summer, cozy rainy autumn, snowy winter, and cool spring. This can be a bit inconvenient in terms of clothing and changing car tires, but for life, it's practically beneficial for different activities that can only be done in a specific season: hiking, skiing, beach vacations, and so on. We also have a wonder like Bukovyl in the Carpathians. The Carpathians offer tourist opportunities for hiking, skiing, and outdoor recreation. The forests in the Carpathians will amaze you with their vastness and unique flora and fauna. There are cozy cottages in nature. When you step outside and feel healthier just from the fresh air, you will absolutely love the Carpathians and Bukovyl, as it's a paradise with beautiful winter pines, baths, and tubs. I highly recommend visiting at least once in your life. It's not cheap there, and for Ukrainians, it can be as expensive as in Europe, since it's a resort area, but it's worth it. You know, Ukraine often remains underrated by tourists because many foreigners have the belief that there is crime everywhere and it's unsafe. However, that's far from the truth. Large cities like Kyiv and Lviv are absolutely safe for tourists. Of course, as in any other country, it's important to observe basic precautions, such as not leaving your phone in your back pocket while riding the metro or walking around the city center, but walking on the street, especially in the city center, during daylight or early evening is completely safe. At least it was before the war. In our culture, we don't have much tolerance for homeless people or poor immigrants. They are often met with indifference and detachment. However, traveling foreigners, especially Americans, are met with great hospitality and friendliness, provided they look presentable. In most cases, passerby will try to help you with your inquiries, calling a taxi, giving directions, or sharing their internet connection. So we warmly invite you to visit beautiful, green, and welcoming Ukraine after the war ends. So, are you ready to come over?